Runners Live Show, Mindset Monday. Fired up and excited, man. You'll always have, things that you want to do and you want to get done. And if for some reason you have challenges that try to stop you from getting them done. So we didn't have some technical issues over on this side, but able to get everything together. The show must go on. And a lot of times in life, you'll have that. You'll have a direction you want to go into, and then you'll have an obstacle. You'll have challenges that come up, but you always have to continue to move on, to push forward, to do the best that you can, to show up, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the obstacles, regardless of the challenges. And that's when you have the best results. Okay. That's when you have the best results. So we're here on this beautiful Monday. Sun is shining. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Okay. Look, we've got a great show for you guys today. I wanted to talk about and go into the difference between believing and knowing. But before I do all of that and go into the markets and everything, let me go ahead and start the show off with belief in yourself. I think that is one of the most important things right now in this economy, because a lot of challenges and things that we are seeing, and in regards to inflation and people's mindset and their future outlook, the unforeseen pressures and stresses that people are dealing with in their life that we don't know about, a lot of times what's going to help them overcome those things is their belief in themselves, their knowing in themselves. And I get excited in these times because we have a lot of challenges. We have a lot of issues, but there's so much opportunity out here. There's so much reasons to be optimistic. Anytime somebody asks me, hey, what's going on? I say, I'm counting the blessings. It could always be worse, right? And so we got to count the blessings. We got to count the opportunities and the chances that we have. Another day to get it right. So let me start this Mindset Monday off here with a little mindset video. And then we're going to talk about it on the other side and check out the markets and see what's going on.
There are a few things you just can't learn from a textbook, that you have to live through, to see, to be fully entrenched in. Because here is a simple truth. This world is a tough place. Getting what you want, making the most of the time you have, requires that you put yourself in the position to succeed. It means you see a finish line before one exists. Look, no one's ever gonna call you and tell you how incredible your idea is. You can't build a business on potential or win a championship on promise. Results are binary. You either accomplished something or you simply did not. Right? That's it. That's what people see, the result. So that means every second, every step of the way from where you are right now until you cross the finish line depends on you and your thoughts. How you internalize failure, how you look at setbacks. When no one is around to pat you on the back or tell you how great you are, will you have enough self-belief to move forward? Because my friends, that's the hardest part. That's what no one talks about. Having the courage to wake up every single day of your life and know that you are building towards something incredible. You are creating a masterpiece from the ground up. And that means that when you're looking in the mirror, you believe in what's staring back at you. You see the unseen and you are willing to bring it to life. That is the foundation that you build greatness on. And it's a daily pursuit, creating milestones, designing the small wins that keep you going, that keep you moving, that get you past all those times you so desperately want to turn around, but know that for you, it simply isn't an option. That is not your reality. You have more waiting for you. And so you press on, cloaked in confidence, you move into the unknown, seeking the day the rest of the world looks up and calls you lucky. They'll look at what you built and say how fortunate you are, but they won't comprehend the 20-hour days, the focus, the ridicule for being different or obsessive or nonconformist. They won't know that self-belief trumped all of that it was everything. The word great is separate for a reason. It implies a specific set of beliefs and values. It means you saw light when most people saw darkness. It means you said yes when most people said no. You moved forward when the rest of the world turned around. Believe in your greatness. See it. Live it. It is there, and you need to know that it's there, because it will make all the difference. Your self-belief will define you.
Wow. You see, that was short and that was sweet. And sometimes that's all you need. You got to start the day off right with a little mindset. And it really starts with you having that motivation, that belief, and knowing that it begins and ends with you. You know, when you wake up in the morning and or you go to bed at night and you're deciding how you're going to start your day based on your thoughts and the things that you do. And so I get excited when I can, come live on Mondays and really start, my afternoon and week right, with some motivation, with some mindset. And of course, this is the beginning of the week, and we want to have an idea of what's going on in these markets. We want to have an idea of what's going on and in life in general around the world. And there's a lot of things going on right now. And we just have to, have to give thanks, really have to give thanks, because the belief that you have in yourself is really what changes and determines your lifestyle. And the reason you are where you are today is because of your belief. Myself, I've always believed in myself. I always knew that I would be successful. I always knew that I would have the lifestyle that I want to have. Maybe it wouldn't be in my early 20s when I got right out of high school. Maybe it wouldn't be, in my late 20s. But I knew that if I kept the mindset of not accepting mediocrity, if I kept the mindset of not buying into the 40-40-40 plan, working 40 hours a week for 40 years of my life to retire on 40% of what wasn't enough in the first place, I always took a different path because I believe that I can be and do something greater than what the society has set up for me, what society has set up for other people. And so that's the same thing that everybody has in us, that spark, that light that allows us to go against the grind. Say, no, I don't accept that. That's not my reality. That's not my belief. That doesn't fit for me. I'm going to go this way. And those people who make those decisions, those are the people you read about. Those are the people you see moving the world, changing people's lives, creating a massive passive impact around the world. And so those people are no different from you and I. And it just takes the belief and knowing of self, and it takes the proper action to get it done. And you're going to stumble in your process to success. It doesn't matter what industry or what career or what, space you're in, you're going to stumble. I have some videos that I like. I have some videos that I don't like. I look at videos when I first got started and I was looking way different than I look now. And I was in a van and you could just tell. But it didn't matter how I looked. All I knew about is my information. All I knew is about the value that I wanted to bring. All I knew about is the opportunity that I was sharing and the content and the people who received it, if they did something with it, the value that they could receive. And over time, that's why we say when you increase your passive impact in people's lives, you'll increase your passive income. And time is relative. Time is really relative. I've been thinking about lately, and I said it on a couple of live streams, but I can't believe that there are people who believe and bought into, buying into a 401k and retiring at 60. And you're giving your money for almost 40 years of your life to Wall Street. Okay. And especially with the information that we know now, especially what we're seeing going on in the banking system now, if you're still buying into that, if you still believe that that's the way to retire successfully, if that's the way to make sure that when in your later years that you're going to be financially secure, okay, there's something wrong with you. You need to realize that the world has changed forever. You have to do something different, and you have to believe in yourself and your ability to do something different. Because most people say to themselves all the time, well, I can't do that. And I don't have those skills. And I'm not that person, and reinforcing all this negative stuff about what they believe they can and can't do. And if everybody thought that way, nobody would get anything done. You have to start to change, even in the face of your present circumstances. You have to know that you are greater, that you can be greater. And one of the greatest ways to start to change your life is working out. I'm telling you, it's very important to work out. And it's very important to read certain books. And that's why I also start your days off with some motivational speech, some motivational learning, because you have to unlearn and relearn. You have to rewire your brain. Okay, because a lot of people's brains are wired to their environment, their circumstances, who they're around, and that creates their limiting belief. Me, I know that I'm a multimillionaire. I'm not a multimillionaire yet, but I know that I'm a multimillionaire. But if you don't have that mindset of knowing with the belief, then there's no way that you will ever see yourself become a multimillionaire. And why is it that you want to attain that? Is going to allow you to be able to continue to reach that goal, push towards that goal, regardless of the challenges or circumstances or lack of information or what can be perceived as opportunity to get there. Some way to break out. And so, this is what we do as the runners, man. We run it with the runners. It really comes down to mindset. It really comes down to finding opportunities, taking advantage of them, and building wealth in that process, utilizing centralized and decentralized exchanges and platforms. And one of the things I want to share with you guys that we have done, because in this time right now in the economy, it's so important that you have multiple streams of income. I cannot stress enough how important it is that you have multiple streams of income in this economy. Okay. If you're relying on one stream of income, you're a disaster waiting to happen. Okay. So you want to pick up skills. One of those basic skills that everybody can learn is trading. Okay. Learning how to trade, whether it's Forex, options, futures. It's, obviously I love crypto. I trade crypto. Okay. And we trade cryptocurrency and we're getting pretty good at it and we're having a lot of success at it. And that's one thing that you can learn and do regardless of what's going on in the economy, regardless of what's going on in your life. When you know how to trade, right, you have the opportunity and the ability to make money. And one of the other things that we're doing is decentralized finance. Folks, the world has changed forever because of blockchain. I want you to understand something, why you have to be involved in this space, why you have to be aware of what's going on in this space, why you need to follow and share people who are giving out information in the space, because the blockchain is a part of the wealth transfer. It's bigger than the .com. Okay. The wealth and the millionaires that are coming out of blockchain technology is way bigger than the .com. We're talking about trillions upon trillions of dollars moving to this space. And one of the things that get me excited is DeFi. Okay. I'm going to show you something here. You guys should be able to see this chart. Okay. This is Infinity Pi. Okay. We were acquiring this token because let me explain something to you about this particular project. You cannot buy this token. Okay. So if somebody says, man, this token looks like a good token to buy, I mean, look at it. People are buying it. It looks great, but you cannot buy it. The only way you can acquire this token is getting what they call a quantum miner. Okay. And when you get this quantum miner, it produces the tokens for you and effectively will result in you getting a 3.6 on your money. Right. And the thing is that most people don't know about this. And yet this is something that we have been sharing with people since it came out at around a penny. This project launched at around a penny, 1 cent. Okay. 1 cent. Now it's up over $5, over $5. And folks, from what I understand and what I see in this project, is going higher. But when I see stuff like this that we share, and because we had the right mindset to attract, you see, when you have the right mindset, you will attract people, you will attract circumstances, you will attract information and opportunity. So this opportunity is an opportunity that we got in early, and we attracted the right people who put us in on early. And then we've been winning with this. And those who've been running with us, those who take advantage of the information we put inside the Runners app, those of us who like and share and follow our content and who took advantage of Infinity Pi, they're winning right now. All of this comes down to mindset, folks. Because if you never had the right mindset, you never would have received the information, and you never even would have took an opportunity to take advantage of it, right? But we put this inside the Runners app. Now, this is going higher. I'm just, honestly, in my opinion, from what I understand about this smart contract, this is decentralized finance, DeFi. Okay. This is huge. This is probably what you're looking at, one of the biggest DeFi plays going into 2024. I'm just telling you right now, the way that this smart contract is designed is genius. It really is. Okay. And so we put the videos inside the Runners app. Okay, for those who like, wow, how do I take advantage of that? I wish you, and it's not too late. Some people want to say, well, I wish I had known about it earlier, or got in at a penny. It's at $5 now. It might be too late. That is the wrong mindset to have. You see, a lot of times your brain, your mind will already set yourself up to continue to what they call it, being poor. You know what poor is? They say passing over opportunities repeatedly. So if I had a poor mindset, there's probably somebody out there saying, oh man, they got in at a penny. It's already $5. I ain't getting into that now. I probably missed the boat. That's the poor mindset, because not knowing how the smart contract works, not understanding the system and where this is projected to go, what gives it value, what gives it sustainability, what gives it security, right? Understand those things first before you look at it and say, oh, I probably missed out. And not even just that opportunity, that can apply to a lot of opportunities. So if you're not inside the Runners app, okay, you can get inside the Runners app, and the videos are there. Okay, the videos on pretty much every system that we're leveraging. And let me talk about that. I talk about the massive wealth transfer, and we're talking about a boom, essentially. And it's not just happening in one area of, the economy or industry, or, human activity. It's not just happening in healthcare. It's not just happening in finance. It's not just happening in, education, or something. It's happening everywhere. So there are opportunities that are going to present themselves that you're going to want to take advantage of, right? And that you're going to want to leverage. All right. So inside the Runners app, we have, obviously some mindset content. This is Mindset Mondays. We're big on mindset. Okay. Here's the video for the Infinity Pi. Definitely get inside there. Check out the video. See why we're so excited about this. See why it's up right now. Why it probably will continue to rise. Also, you guys know that we're on a 90-day run. So if you're watching this live right now, somebody shared this out with you. It's because we found something so valuable for the average person. And not even just the average person. We found something so valuable that should create somewhat of a floor in your financial situation. See, you need a floor in your financial situation. It needs to be solid, right? Because right now you're trying to grow, you're trying to invest, you're trying to build. But if you haven't created a solid floor, there are things that happen where your situation can come down, your investments or your opportunity can come down. And if you haven't made sure that your financial house is in order, right? That you have your credit right, that you have a debt elimination strategy for the debt that you have right now, okay? And I'm not just talking about paying it and paying the monthly payment. I'm talking about utilizing AI technology. I'm talking about using innovation and teams of people that are specialized in helping you repair your credit. I'm talking about AI innovation and teams that are specialized to help you eliminate debt, okay, and give you strategies. We're talking about teams that help you with your taxes, okay, being able to get more money back on your check, being able to help you do your taxes, file back taxes, and get more money that you didn't realize that you left on the table, all type of stuff. So legal services, tax services, debt services, all that is in smart finance, folks, and it's using AI and it's using revolutionary technology. So you definitely want to get in there and look at that as well. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is, we got so excited about it because of the price point. I literally couldn't believe that you had a whole team of lawyers. They'll make calls for you, write letters for you. I mean, you name it, they're a legal team for you, right? You have a whole debt elimination team, a credit building team, a tax team, and more. All of that value for $60. No contract, $60 a month. I said, oh, Yeah, we got to go live and let the people know this, because I want people to have a floor in their financial situation. Okay. And that's one of the best things that you can do, is have your smart finances in place. Right. And then the other thing is that you can see here on the right, and I just have to go over this with Vivo. I talk about revolution in the blockchain. I talk about the opportunity in different segments of the economy or different areas of human activity where there's going to be amazing growth and excitement in companies that do things that will create them to be a household name. You know, like the Amazons and Netflix, the Googles, and things of that nature. We try to find companies that have real potential to be legacy companies in the blockchain space, dealing with real world commodities or products or something that is tied to the real world to add value to that digital ecosystem. And I'm excited about Vivo and monetizing your healthcare data. Okay, if you have a smartwatch, if you have, a Hilo watch, you have these Fitbit watches, they're taking your data, your heartbeat, your health data, and these companies are monetizing it. Well, with Vivo, you are able to monetize your healthcare data. Okay, monetize it. All right. And so we're talking about getting paid from your heartbeat, from these wearable devices that a lot of people are wearing right now. Okay. And that's huge. That's next level. That's really exciting. To me, it's a no-brainer. People are wearing these devices. They're working out with these devices. These devices are monitored in vital records. It produces all this information. Well, Vivo is taking that information, adding to the blockchain, and you're getting paid in cryptocurrency for it. Another phenomenal opportunity in the healthcare space that you're going to want to watch. Okay. Dealing with healthcare on the blockchain. All right. And so you can see those main two opportunities that I just talked about, essentially Vivo, which is dealing with the healthcare sector, the healthcare of our economy, the healthcare of the blockchain, right? And then you see the DeFi play, right, which is Infinity Pi, okay? And then of course, you most of people who've been following us, that one of our favorite plays that made the most sense was crypto backed by commodities, okay? People say, well, hold on. If you got a cryptocurrency and the value of that cryptocurrency is backed by revenue generating businesses or revenue, generating commodities, that's something that's valuable, because the commodity, the revenue generating business, has value in the real world, and that could help grow and substantiate the value of the digital asset. Well, for those who've been running with us in the debt box, I'm not going to go all the way back, but I hope you guys do know that this is November. And this is the 2-year anniversary for the debt box, and they're giving away free nodes for those who already have nodes, and so you can mint them. So when you're minting your nodes, you need to mint them and turn into NFTs. And this actually came out on November 9th, but you can see here, okay, for those who have minted their licenses, you're getting free licenses. I've already got a lot of free licenses, okay? Let's just put it that way, for minting my licenses, okay? So November 3rd, they were giving out Rev, okay, licenses. November 4th, you can see DCM, the 5th Drip, the 6th Explorer, the 7th Aluminum, the 8th VGLD, DLG, and the 9th DLG, and more to come. Folks, people are so fired up and excited about this giveaway. It's a huge giveaway. In fact, the giveaway is so huge, it's $300 million plus huge, okay? The company is giving away $300 million worth of nodes. Why? Anticipation of our layer 1 blockchain. Okay. And let me touch on that really quickly for those who don't know. For those who don't know what's going on here. Because some people will say, well, is it really a good idea to do layer 1? And do I have to mint and this and that? You have to mint your licenses, okay, to NFTs, because the layer 1 is what's going to make us fully decentralized. The layer 1 is literally, the biggest thing in the debt box ecosystem. Okay, it is huge. It is very important. It's going to take this project and this platform to the next level. Okay, the level that we know it's supposed to be at, what we would like to see, it starts with layer 1. Okay, and most people don't understand blockchain too much, but there are layers to the blockchain. Okay, there's layer 0s, layer 1, layer 2. There's layers to the blockchain, and so on. And for debt to have a layer one blockchain, okay, is literally the foundation to take debt to the next level. Okay. And so I'm excited about the free giveaways. Make sure that you're minting, at least one license per project per day. Make sure you get this information out to your people that they have to mint their nodes before the end of this month. If they don't do it before the end of this month, there might be some option in December, but definitely after that, you just will, your nodes won't mind. But make sure nobody should wait to that point. Make sure that you get your nodes minted, okay, before the end of the month. Um, yeah, and so mindset Mondays, man, mindset Mondays. The difference between believing and knowing. And so when I talk about making sure that a wealthy family comes from you, even if you didn't come from a wealthy family, that's not only a belief, but it is a knowing. You can't just believe that, oh, I'm going to be wealthy. You have to know it. You see that knowing removes any forces that would try to stop you, because the knowing is so powerful. The knowing will be able to move, this move mountains, right? I know I'm going to get this done. There's no question about it. And the mind in and of itself, when the mind knows something, when you say I am, that's it. Right? So we say we are great, we know we are great, and we know we are going to do great things and going to continue to do great things and continue to help people in the process. So to close this mindset Monday, let me make sure I don't have anything else that I wanted to cover. Maybe I could talk about this week. So this week is going to be an exciting week. Okay. And this week is going to be filled with opportunity, especially those who are traders. I believe it's going to be a volatile week. I'm definitely going to be making some money trading cryptocurrency this week. But obviously, this week we're coming up on a government shutdown. Okay, just to keep some things in mind, we're coming up on a government shutdown. November 19th, we're seeing ISO standard, which is the essentially the world is changing, and blockchain and cryptocurrency is going to be used to move money around the world. And so we tell people right now, look, get your XRP, get your XLM, get your XDC. Obviously save in physical gold and silver. Um, you know, have multiple streams of income. There's a lot of events going on around the world. Obviously, we're still dealing with the war. From my understanding, there's been thousands of earthquakes in Ireland right now. I don't know if anybody's been seeing that. Thousands of earthquakes going on. We're seeing a lot of protests, okay, and warnings about potential events taking place, even here in the U.S. And one thing I will say is that the world wants peace. When I look at all these protests in different countries around the world, even here in the United States, at the end of the day, it looks like we're saying they want peace. We want ceasefire. We want a diplomatic approach. We don't want more killing. We don't want more death. And so it's quite obvious to see who is for that agenda and who is not for that agenda. And so you just want to be aware of where you are while you're creating wealth, while you're changing your life, while you're being a blessing to yourself and others. Just be aware of your surroundings and environments and look for opportunities. So with that being said, we're going to have tomorrow is Tech Tuesday. So we'll be talking about some great things dealing with blockchain and technology, AI, and things of that nature on Tuesday. And we'll finish out, the week. Wednesday, we have Wealth Wednesdays, Thursdays. We are on Zoom for trading and training. So I'm excited for Thursday Zoom because, folks, I've been up all night and this weekend trading. And I'm telling you, when you start to trade and get into this market, you will find your own niche, and it's almost like you're a money printer. You know what I mean? You can start to figure out a strategy, okay, to where your win ratio versus your loss ratio is much greater. And we are definitely at that point. I feel I'm at that point in my trading journey and skills. And so I'm going to be sharing some of those things that I do and that we go over this Thursday for trading and training. All right. And of course, Freedom Friday. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. So you'll get that information on Friday. So with that being said, I want everybody to have a great afternoon, great evening, great Monday, great week. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next live stream. Ricardo Hamilton, Crypto Rick M.I.M.S, making it make sense. I'm out. Peace. Lace up. Let's get wealthy.